time like your client froze or anything like that?
I crash actually.
Oh, that's not super exciting.
Assertion failed. Leap OGG handle. That sounds related, it seems.
Is it supposed to kind of...
Forbis audio.
Is it supposed to kind of just like freeze for a bit before it loads? Like after you hit join?
Oh, like right when you join.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying? Like right when you join, it just kind of like has a little glitch.
Yeah, I'm assuming there just isn't a loading screen yet.
Yeah, that's all.
What's the button
there
for
we go.
that?
It's looking pretty interesting.
And I am upside down. What is happening?
You're upside down?
Yeah.
Maybe everybody else is upside down and you're right side up.
Maybe.
Hey! Are you still upside down?
Yes.
Can you wiggle your mouse around until you're not? I do. If you can screen capture, I'd love that. But I'm a little surprised.
Yeah. How do I...
Oh wait, where are you? What's near you when you spawned in? I'm curious about that.
Like a shed or something?
And some trees. Okay. But you were upside down, huh?
Taking these screenshots. I'm next to y'all.
I'm jumping around. You're standing right side up, please.
Should I just rejoin that?
I am recording. Yeah. Go ahead and record it, and I'll go ahead and make a.
Should I just restart the whole client?
I can't even tell.
If you do like the escape button and confirm, it'll restart your client for you. Well, it'll bring you back to the main menu at least, and then you can rejoin the multiplayer server.
Yeah, it's still it's gonna restart.
Okay. That's not what I love to hear, but I'm not surprised either.
I wonder if that's Hero from Worlds Adrift.
How's everybody else? Can anybody tell me some good news? And is
Night.
it-
I do have the bug that I showed you. Is there anything I can do? Do you need any library or should I install
No.
You just hear like the birds tweeting in the background.
Just have to run the
Did you try to drag the executable outside of the zip directory that it came in?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean I extracted everything.
So extract it, but don't move any of the files around.
Yeah, I'm not moving anything.
Let's go.
Okay. Then I'm not sure. You just straight up can't. It's just not working at all.
Should I? Let me try to run it in admin.
Oh wait, no, it's an actual... Okay.
You think it's a permission?
Prior to the Great Peace, the distribution of goods by Terrans featured an array of few
I
technologies.
don't think it's permission, but I also don't. No, I haven't seen that before.
Goods stacked on it and then lifted by mechanical arms. That sounds like a winch to me, and that's definitely a pallet.
I believe I am still upside down.
You're upside down. Now, what if you move your mouse? Maybe it's just your cursor
I
that's
just
glitched.
moved it up, so now I'm just kind of facing slightly down, but I'm still facing right side up. Let me post is there a place to post screenshots?
Yeah, I made a channel that should allow that. It's Great Peace Solar Location Event.
No, can't post screenshots.
Oh, one second. Try now.
Okay.
I don't know about that. Anybody else? Did anybody else get it working?
It's working for me.
Okay, alright. Press 1. Or press and hold the 1 key. Does anything happen when you do that? You do some funny icons.
Scroll wheel, yeah. But I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Click on one.
I click on the little
Wait,
remote
is it just
thing,
being
or-
wonky? 'Cause I feel like it might have something to do with how
Oh.
the pause menu was kind of wonky
I don't know if my 1440p monitor is working perfectly. Someone just shot me, I think. I don't know how, but I just died.
Oh, more nice.
I have a question. I know it's early on, but I have a critique, I guess. I don't like that there's like a little reload for the grapple.
Oh,
We're having a little bit of a tech issue over here. Does anybody know how to fix
Seriously,
uh
how do you grapple?
VC runtime
Oh,
140
do you have to
underscore 1
swing
was not found?
around? That makes more sense. I think you have to like swing sideways whilst you're using it.
How?
Can you screenshot
Pokey?
that?
yeah. Well,
Okay.
that could help. Poggy, if you want to share screenshots, share them in the Great Peace Solar Location Festival channel.
Oh wait,
Um,
might also have something to do with 125% scaling in Windows, maybe?
Oh yeah, I see.
Here's what I'm getting.
Knight, don't you? Are you sure we don't need like Visual Studio or something like that?
I'm still pretty bad at
Like
it.
the libraries.
Whoa.
Okay.
So am I
That's not
supposed to be
where
able to
I
like pull out a gun when I hold the one,
System scaling.
or am I just emoting?
it's just emotes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's tiny, but whatever. Let's
Was
see
not-
if this changes.
Yeah, this is a bit weird.
Hey,
there we go.
who got it working? Yarns, you got it working, right? You got it working, right?
Yeah. Do you want to let me stream?
Um,
please?
Over there.
you
Yeah, I
have do you have VS Code or Visual Studio installed on your computer?
Somebody correct me there.
Oh, I
No,
know.
no, no,
That was an interactive.
Should I
No.
install that?
no.
Okay.
I was hoping you didn't need it.
Distant buildings.
Somebody suggested maybe that's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
No, I don't have it.
When they appear while standing closer.
So it's working
prior
for
to the
some, but
G
not
cell,
others.
Well,
land
it
masses
is-
Some
sprawl
people have the
from
same kind
massive
of bug,
distances
but
without
it's rated to
exchange or
factorial.
change in
It is
perspective.
quote unquote working, just not completely as intended.
Anne is having the same problem as me, but
What
a
does that
couple
mean?
other
Is this,
people in the group
is
that
the
I'm
lighthouse,
playing
like,
with
bending as
are
I'm
not
walking
having the
around?
same problem.
It's not, is it?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, still upside down.
Hey Phil, will you take a look at the Great Peace Solar Location Festival chat? PokeGamer just shared a screenshot of a like runtime error trying to launch the game.
Hey, just saying. Clocker, he did not go directly to the lighthouse, so you know.
Wait, is there like a third person button or something?
There's a first person button.
3 is for first and third person switch.
With what buttons?
Oh wait, is first person glitched? Like Phil,
Yeah, what's up?
does first
Oh wait, I hit 3. I think that was it.
is the first person mode broken right now, Phil?
It's still not fully like working as it should in all situations, but it's mostly working.
Yeah, no, both are broken for me.
They're broken? Oh shit.
I have a question about grappling. Do I just have to like spam left click to get it to work, or?
You're based in the US, aren't you?
Yeah, so it's just lagging.
Oh, I see.
Because sometimes it just doesn't work, no matter how many.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hold down left trigger, and if it's lagging, then you'll have to click a couple times.
And then I'm by the firework area. I guess when I get too close to them, I just die.
What?
What's the firework area again?
It's like a construction zone. It's not construction. It's more like warehouse.
There is an area that's gonna kill you, and that's part of the story. It's Phil told me not to do it, but I did it.
I don't think you were supposed
Okay, I
to
like that.
stand on that thing, whatever it was.
Has anybody found story nodes yet?
It was
Yeah.
the lighthouse.
This,
Yeah.
this is what my
Holy crap.
Everything's upside down.
Is anyone else having the same problem
Huh.
when switching to first person?
Yeah, so
I'm just not able to get in.
Yeah,
Anne is
I'm
having
looking
the same
into.
problem.
Yeah, I'm looking into your issue.
Should I try reinstalling or re-downloading?
No, it's not that. It's missing a Microsoft file. that I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the OGG issue?
It's,
Possibly still within scaling.
Jim, how did you do it?
There is a dependency. My Windows install is already fresh, so maybe it's lagging.
Aeronaut, can you get in?
No, I'm missing something on my system. Kind of
Yeah,
sound
so we're all
library.
having the same problem.
Some people
mean,
got in
that's-
though.
Really.
Yeah.
And
If you have a
Bro, I'm not even aiming there.
system with many library installed because you have other games, then by chance maybe you have what this game needs. But if you have a fresh Windows installed, there is something missing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
install
rebooted
Windows
my
recently.
PC. I
I just
rebooted my
didn't-
PC like a month ago.
I've had
I
my
just
PC back.
sent Eddie the what I think should be the file that you need to install. It's 14 megabytes, so it shouldn't be too much of a hassle.
Okay, you have the same bug or you smoking for you?
Dude, this
Where
is
did you
so
post
difficult.
the?
I don't have permissions to talk on the general channel.
No.
hang on one second. I'm gonna make sure you can.
Oh,
yeah,
wait, I can
you
I
share
can
in-
post here. Yeah.
Yeah, GPSL you can share.
Here.
Oh, yes, I did it. Hell yeah.
So I'm
Jesus,
pretty
yeah,
sure
so
that's
does
it.
Visual C.
Yeah.
I have a friend that is making a game and he's using the Discord archive manager. It's working really well. You can invite people and it works like Steam. Anytime an update is pushed, it
This
upgrades
has gotten
automatically
terribly
for
out of hand.
everyone.
The Nanic cluster is telling
So it
me that
wasn't
nobody
anything
else is
to
present.
do with
That's
many
something
You
just
scale
might
up.
want to take a look at that. It's
Tenet
working
first,
really
got
well
it for
for like
spacesuit,
in
but
development
now
communities.
Positive that's not the case. Who's
Mhm.
messing with me?
Yeah, I'll take a look. Thank you.
So, 2019 or Visual Studio Code?
Alright, so
I
Chrome's not
sent
happy for some reason.
a screenshot stating which is the one that should be.
What the hell?
Yeah, Visual
So-
C is different. It's not like the
Something
whole
in the sky.
Visual
I don't know
Studio
if you can see that.
package.
Okay.
But
So,
it's
the
very
answer
possible
is
that's
four.
the
Definitely
requirement.
something up there.
No, yeah, this is just gonna install the a certain DDL.
Yeah.
Just install this and give it a sec.
Great, perfect. So yeah, it was that.
Awesome, great. Yeah, we should be
No,
able
no,
to ship. No?
Haven't tried
Okay.
yet. Give me a sec. Ouais, j'arrive.
But yeah, we should be able to
Grapple's
ship
not
the game with
flaky.
these
I'm
next
definitely
time,
not looking that
so
way
we
up
avoid
behind
these kind
me.
of issues.
Apparently I'm being
And if it does ship with it, just to be sure, it won't
Attached
like
to it.
interfere with any previous installations or anything.
No,
we
no,
will
no.
research
something
that.
behind me. Close.
I highly doubt it.
But-
Since it's something so like common.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming it's something like, say, if you already have Java installed but you're playing Minecraft or whatever.
I'm not sure exactly, but I'm sure Minecraft comes with something that.
Yeah, it comes with its own kind of
Yeah, it fixes it.
version of Java. So, yeah. I gotta restart now.
So you have to like click on it and then click
Okay,
join.
I'm in. I'm in.
Alright, downloads.
Oh yeah, the game music, it's half of what the menu music is.
Alright, let's see if this works. And then I'm hoping it does.
Yeah, same issue even after the library installed.
Alright. And let's join. I can definitely see how those issues would be caused by a missing code library or whatever.
Uh,
Clocker, are you still stuck dancing?
And I am still upside down.
What? Why are you upside down? There's some setting on your machine that's not compatible with our game, and we need to know what it is.
I have no idea. I'll
We
try
can't work
and...
around it until we find the cause.
Okay.
Ah.
Running on Linux or something?
No.
Are
On
you
Windows
running
10.
Everything's upside down on Linux, I hear. Wow.
Wait. I'm hitting 1 and the camera's moving. Wait, huh? No.
I went to the
AFK
edge of the
for a second.
world, and I died, and now it's not letting me respawn.
Wait, what?
Oh, we tested that yesterday.
We've never had an issue with respawning.
Yeah. Well, I found an issue.
Yeah?
Yeah, and the pause menu is still scaled weirdly. So
Yeah,
what-
you are definitely related. Whatever the cause, it's related.
Okay, trying to think of something.
Did you say you had it scaled on your machine, like you zoomed in or something?
Yeah, I have 125% Windows scaling. I took it down to 100, and that didn't change anything.
Nothing. Did you try rebooting the game after doing that?
I'm 99% sure I did, but I'll check again.
I mean, I'll believe you if you say you did.
Yeah. Is there a way to get it to work on a second monitor?
I use 2 monitors.
Yeah, but is there a way to get it
think
to
you
work on your
just can.
secondary monitor?
Just have it open on there when you click on it? I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
From your second monitor.
What?
Like, go to the file and open it on your second monitor.
Okay.
The zip file, instead of like, yeah, just drag the entire file.
Well, no, that wasn't it. It's still...
Try maybe you could turn off your second monitor.
What?
You could turn off your other monitor just to see
Oh,
like
yeah.
how it actually affects it.
Okay.
oh, well, I guess Pokey got in.
Is everything broken for you guys too?
Everything.
No,
Oh,
it
wait, I
works.
can just change my main monitor. Right.
Hit,
Alright.
Butter, can you quantify everything?
what do you mean? Oh my good lord! Um,
What?
No,
What's not?
no, my character's just having a literal seizure. 1 second. I'm over near the lighthouse if you want to see it. Jeez.
I feel like the issue might be caused by 1440p monitors.
That is likely, yeah. That is likely.
Yeah.
Somebody else said they had the same settings. Hey, Pokey.
Yeah, I have a 1440 and I'm not having any issues.
A tree! Let's see.
Would it be something to do with my system configuration?
What's
Oh,
your
well.
issue exactly?
Just like the pause menu scales weirdly, my point of view is constantly upside down.
The point of view, I have no idea, but the scaling, I know what it is.
What?
It's something with the way we made the menu that can be easily fixable. I guess we just overlooked that. But can you use it at all? Can you press cancel?
The pause menu, let me take a screenshot of it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Is anybody else having just atrocious, painful lag? Is that just me?
That's just you.
Okay.
That's
I mean,
just an internet
it
issue.
should be worse since you're in the US, right? And this is a Europe server.
It is Europe, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Mine is
ridiculous.
not perfect for sure, but it's not that bad.
So is your, I guess the gravity is sort of based on what ground you're on, because,
Oh, or no.
or is it?
Then okay, now it's just crashing.
Huh.
Yeah,
Pokey,
even on my main monitor.
there's a center point, and as you walk around, the center
Okay,
point
yeah.
where the gravity stays the same, but you'll move around on the surface. So in some areas, it'll be just super wonky by design.
Yeah.
Is it normal for your grapple hook to spaz out everywhere?
Well,
I've managed
normal.
to break my game, and I've made it go upside down just by.
Killed if you go into spectator mode.
I don't think so.
There
I mean,
is
I'm
first person
fine.
mode if you push what
Three.
button is it?
3. Oh god, don't do the infinite dance thing and then press 3.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
My limbs.
I can see the inside of my own head.
I'm dead.
Yeah, only if you move around enough. Like, there we go.
Did you guys die too?
Nope, I can't die.
I mean, Hero and
He's-
Marble and Chips.
He's plagued with existence. Yeah, I just died from the milk. The overdose on lactose.
Where are you? Please let me die.
Yams. Is that you, Yarn?
Okay, let's hope it
Yeah.
works this time.
I know your name earlier was very seemed like you were compensating for something, but
Is it
No,
the
that's a joke from World of Trade.
Yeah, it says walk into it, but I'm in it and
walking into what?
to
If you're
receive
trying
step-
if you're trying to die, just walk over to the penguins next to that village, that town over there.
Snowmen.
That's,
How high up is
yeah,
this
that's what I
one?
meant to say. Snowmen, not penguins. I really
Is there
like
any
that.
islands if I fly all the way up?
No,
I'm
Wait,
still
I-
alive.
I had a flash of
Who's flying?
normal gameplay for a split second, and now it
My
blinds
laptop
me.
lags.
Yeah, I think it must be your 30 series card. But, well, you know, we can trade. I have a 1070 Ti, so
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm down
Yeah.
to trade. Yeah, I'm down.
I think you might
There's an
have better
island in the
success.
sky, guys.
I wish I could show you this, but I'm actually not dying to the snowman.
Wow, he is
You really are the
transcendent.
chosen one.
He really is.
I'm
You must lead us to
gonna
freedom.
shut that
Here, if you
down.
go near the
Teach us your ways.
if you look at the snowman right now, I'm actually on top of them.
No, I'm not going near there. No way.
What else
Can't pay me.
could it
It's a
be?
dangerous game to play.
I can't die. I'm immortal.
It means you,
What
it
about
means
the
you have
milk?
to.
Does the milk kill you?
Yeah, milk
No.
doesn't kill him.
Wait,
Nothing
do I
does.
not have Java installed on this? No, I do.
Wait, wait. Do you have Windows installed?
Yeah, Windows 10.
Oh, okay. So just like
have Windows
just
installed.
delete Windows and then just start over.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Don't
I think
do that.
system,
Please-
system
please
32
don't
is
do
probably
that.
causing an issue.
Yeah,
There
just
you
don't.
go.
do
I'm
that.
just boogieing on the snowman.
Wow, it's never been done. You're the first person to ever do that. How does it feel?
Feels
What does immortality feel like?
cold.
You're the first person that's not lactose intolerant.
It-
Let me think.
Oh.
It's nice to have cheese.
It's nice to have cheese. Can you tell us about it?
Give the man some cheese.
I'm gonna come and check out the snowman. I don't believe you. There's no man that powerful.
There's no man like a snowman.
Go into the hidden island. Be off the yarns.
Here, if there's an area where I can send it, then I can.
There is a hidden something in the sky.
Yeah.
Ascend, child, ascend.
I want to see it. I want it.
Let me stream in Discord.
How
Ascend,
did he
my
take
child.
off like that?
Wait, who's flying?
No one?
Yes.
No one's
Yeah,
flying.
there was. Somebody did fly.
Nope, no one. Not me.
No one,
Green
dude.
guy.
He got hacks. Game's been out for 5 minutes. He already got hacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is there
fine.
actually an island over there or not?
There's
There's something up in the air.
there's a debug console, but
I want-
it only has
Brother!
basic things like changing
Immortal.
perspective and.
I wonder.
Just go into the whatchamacallit and then just hit tab.
Oh,
The whatchamacallit.
how is
Yeah,
Befford? Wait,
Yeah, your character.
We're both immortal, my dude.
we're both immortal.
I wonder how far we can push it.
Control tilde or whatever.
Try going into the liquid. I just see if
Step
you're,
to receive damage.
if you,
What, in
are
the
you
in the milk?
Yeah. Are you lactose intolerant?
Now, when I checked earlier, I was lactose intolerant. Let's see.
God. Befford. No one.
I'm the
No.
chosen one.
Wait,
Both
how
the chosen
many players is the server designed to handle?
Excuse me, there's someone else on the milk.
3.5. I don't know how so many people are on here.
He's also the chosen one.
We found one of our. Wait, how is he still grappling? Excuse me, what?
He's a god.
He really is the chosen one.
With a strong stomach and an unending grapple, he leads us
And it
to victory.
happened again. I have a flash of
Who is
normal
that man?
gameplay
I can't
and it
see it.
stops.
Dang. What
backwards.
did you restart your computer since you updated your drivers?
No, not yet.
Ooh.
Do that real quick.
There's a little entrance to the underground is right here.
Okay, so I guess one bug that needs to be fixed is stuff not working when you have a specifically Oculus headset plugged in.
Yeah,
So
it just
might
doesn't.
be VR headsets in general.
It's not compatible with trash programs.
Fair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, shade.
Maybe it's trying to
I
send
duped myself again.
the game through the headset.
See this? Engie, do you see two of me?
Yep.
Oh, he's at the tank.
The only thing better than one of you is two of you.
Okay, so how does the grapple hook work?
You hold right
you have to,
click.
like, hold
and you
right
gotta push
click.
left click.
And then does it just pull you to it, or do you have to like shift control or anything?
No, it just pulls you.
Is there no swing, like
So it's like-
no properly working swing grapple yet?
And that is
Literally-
just pulled you in.
Okay.
It's like literally a
That's the
Fortnite
thing.
grapple.
Stop bringing that Fortnite, dude. I'm
Oh my
literally gonna
God.
leave.
Yeah. when
Yeah, Woodsy,
the-
I'm at the lighthouse. Where am I going?
Oh, sorry, I left
Down
'cause
below
I didn't
here.
think you were coming. I'm coming now.
Thank-
I'm going.
I think it's straight down here somewhere.
I'm sprinting my
Yeah,
little
right
legs
here.
off.
Down here. Oh, there's people here. It's a party. Wait, what was the F to interact thing there?
Party.
Wait a minute. The F to interact shows up when you look at it, even if I'm not close. That's weird.
I see some boys.
Wait,
This is
Pepper,
hidden.
I am coming.
Oh, somebody's coming for Cronley.
Yo.
Yeah, somebody wants his booty.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna get him. I'm stuck. Who's this pink guy?
Oh yeah.
Get away!
Yeah.
Oh, it is a little
Wait,
underground.
Pepper, did you make it
Yeah, I'm here.
to the underground town?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Is there
So
no
we-
maximum range?
we gotta
for
find
grapple hook
things.
Yet, I'm assuming.
Oh, it's with these things over
Hey,
here.
Connie,
Yeah.
congratulations on
These
somehow
glowy
completing
things.
this line.
Hey, these are
Building this house
physicalized.
to get
Hey.
the job again.
Hey, check out these. These are physicalized things.
Physicalized what's?
They're like
the-
they're like
The fuse things.
Fluorescent
Oh,
lights.
I just pulled
Yeah,
it.
whoa.
Where did it go? Oh no! I yeeted it.
Yeah,
And,
the jump is kind of broken.
No, you.
Fair.
Oh, there we go.
I mean, I am quite broken.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh.
Can you actually get on roofs and stuff? Like,
Yeah, these have to be good.
Wow. Woodsy's never ever been on any roof ever.
Be on the roof of your mom.
Oh, burn.
Yeah.
what does that even mean?
Don't ask him that. Don't ask. It's a dangerous game to play.
I've explored the roof of your mother's mouth.
I think Shut up, Woods.
Remember, there's kids here.
Right.
Aaron,
Oh
Aaron
yeah.
can't
Fortnite
hear.
would call up as Leaf Boys.
Probably the oldest here.
No way.
No, Woodsy's really old.
38 actually.
38?
Yeah, yeah.
You're practically dead.
Soon enough, yeah.
No offense.
Gotcha.
Oh man. I am much older than you would probably think that I am based on my behavior.
So you're like
the
29,
third person-
32 or something?
The first
28,
person
of course.
mode, I'm assuming it just kind of locks the camera to your head.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
It locks it to your mouth actually.
Okay.
Hey, you can double jump if you grapple in the air.
You can double jump? What?
Kind
Oh,
of, yeah. You get one jump while you are tethered.
This is
Oh,
more
you're
like-
right.
more like
Discovery.
Alright, we're finding out the mechanics. Screw Conley, we
You
need
mean
to
we're
figure out
breaking
these
the
mechanics.
game on the first demo available?
I'm gonna have to hop off.
Master.
We're having a New Year's party here. And,
Ooh, have fun. Don't get too wasted.
yeah,
Holy shit! Okay,
drink,
I'm
so-
on the high roof now.
Same though.
we'll drink a lot
Yeah,
of soda
yeah.
pops.
Get chocolate wasted.
Cheers. Nice
Chocolate
to catch up with all you folks.
You too, bro.
Alright,
Take
take
it
care.
easy.
Chill later. Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be hard when they implement the real grapple, because your avatar is going to be spinning around. Like, they have to really make the physics of the player. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, so someone in my chat was talking about how they not sure how they feel about having the two modes to the grapple. Which like I kind of agree. Like, I don't have like a huge gripe with how it is set up, but like it's less intuitive to have to be able like to switch from swing to pull instead of having like a boost that you can just kind of like seamlessly activate like Worlds Adrift had.
I think it's temporary. They just implemented it like that because it was pretty, I think, simple for the beginning. But
Well, no, they've established that they want there to be two modes, so the swinging and the pulling modes are separate.
there are though. I mean, control-wise, you know, in Worlds Adrift you could just grapple and immediately boost, and it's not a little bit like the tethering, like the pulling.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that like it's not bad necessarily, but it's less like intuitive.
I agree.
So if you're like in Worlds Adrift, you could just like swing around and not really have to think about pulling or swinging or whatever like that.
Yeah, I'm sure there are ways to implement that with just one button, exactly what they want to do.
Yeah. I mean, the alternative argument would be that it increases the skill ceiling a bit, so that it would make things more, I guess, nuanced, where you have to keep track of what mode you're in and know what you're doing. So that could be a good thing.
Oh, wait. So the default mode in this demo is the zip grapple, right?
Right. Well,
Yes.
the swinging isn't implemented yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so in the YouTube video, I'm assuming now is just a very early, like kind of buggy version, the swing grappling.
Yes.
Okay.
What we have here is the default Unreal Engine avatar behavior.
Okay.
I wonder if the server is scaling. Like right now, we are playing on one machine, but if we are like 30 players, is it going to crash or is it going to scale? I don't know.
I just got back, so I can answer some of those questions.
Oh, nice.
Hey, you know.
Regarding the server stuff, currently we're trying to find out what our ceiling is. The server itself is a single instance. So we just made a big one for this event to kind of collect some metrics so we can see what's happening as people are joining, what's happening throughout the evening, right? So in the future, a lot of our decisions, and this is actually relating to what I heard when I first turned on my audio just now about the hooks. A lot of our decisions are dependent on what UE5 is doing, and we have a little bit of preview for what UE5 is doing because one of our contributors works for Psionics, which is owned by Epic, and so they get a lot of like early access tours of UE5. And so we do have a little bit of knowledge of this, that the stuff we're building right now is going to be handled completely differently in UE5 and in a better way. So for example, when it comes to physics, Rocket League full on stayed with UE3. They refused as a development team. They all decided this game will never be on UE4 because the Unreal 4 physics engine is very, very difficult to customize.
Mm-hmm.
But now that they're owned by Epic, Psionics is getting early access to UE5, and they're already beginning to build in there, and they're enjoying the UE5 physics engine. So effectively, all the complaints that UE4 got, people kept being like, why aren't you fixing the physics engine? Why aren't you fixing the physics? And all the while, the UE5 team, like the UE4 team wasn't even addressing the physics stuff, but the UE5 team was just building from the ground up a completely new physics system. So a lot of the stuff that we're doing is dependent on what we're going to find out in UE5. And that swings back around to the server size and the player size, because in UE5 they're doing double float. I'm not going to try to explain. No. So effectively, right now in UE4, the character position is relative to the world center, and we can do some tricks to kind of move around the world center, so that way you don't ever get too far from world center. But if you do get too far from the world center, there's only a single float that's available to that number, and so it's limited, and it starts getting inaccurate the further and further that you go, and so your total world size is dramatically limited. But in UE5, they're doubling that and making it substantially more. Like, they're effectively doubling the capacity of every server shard. So a lot of the decisions that we're going to be making about the world size and how many people are fitting in those worlds and stuff, all we can do right now is look at what our infrastructure can handle and just take a bunch of notes like, hey, this is what happens with players on our infrastructure. And then our world design is going to dramatically change when we switch over to UE5 in 3 months. So the stuff related to the hook and the stuff related to the players per server is going to be very, very different once we move over to UE5. And so a lot of the stuff that we're doing in those areas, we're kind of holding with an open hand. Like, hey, we're going to build as much as we can without locking ourselves to UE4, because once we can make that leap, because UE5 is about to be public, once we can make that leap over to the next generation, we're going to have a lot more options available to us. So the next thing that we're going to be doing for the next 3 months, we're going to apply feedback that we got from this, obviously, any feedback that we're getting from this. But for the next 3 months, we're going to start trying to lay the foundation for the ship logic. And exactly the direction and sequence of that is up in the air currently. But starting in January, a lot of our tasks are going to be designed on that, because that's not going to be as affected. It's not going to be changing as much when UE5 gets released. So that's going to be what we're going to be focusing on for the next 3 months.
Knight, one thing about the grapple. As far as my understanding goes, it's more when you do tether, like have the real, not the real, but like when you have the permanent grapple and you start swinging, it's more like your character ragdolls with different colliders and different force that are keeping it in the axis that is normal to the grapple direction. Can't you implement that without worrying about the player position compared to the world?
Yeah. So so that's what we have in our single player mode that we were doing, but it's not replicating. So that's the problem, is that if you disabled the network activity on here, which we don't give you the feature to do that right now, but in our development builds we obviously have that feature. And when you're offline and just running around, you can swing with that slow reel hook. You can reel yourself up in and out and swing around. And it's lacking in some ways, but it's able to do a lot of like what you just described. It effectively just kind of like ragdolls with the cable.
Yeah.
But once we start trying to replicate that, the dedicated server starts trying to fix your position and be like, no, you're not there, you're not there, you're not there, and so you end up just being this like glitchy mess flying around all over the place. Anytime that we try to do that ragdoll on a chain kind of logic.
Isn't that related to the netcode priority? Because if you go multiplayer with that kind of system, then the other players, well, I don't know the technical terms, not game dev, more like a dev, but you take the skeleton of the other players, you take like 5 points, 2 in the arms, 2 in the legs, and 1 on the around the pelvis, let's say, also on the head, and you just you just try to ask Unreal Engine to make up the other player's body with that kind of data. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know what I mean? You don't have to replicate the full system with the ragdoll position for every edge, or I don't know. You just take 5 points and you ask to make a doll, like a model that fits those points. No? I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yeah, a lot of that's going to be conversations that Phil and Diaz are having. I'm not in the code as much as those guys are. Unfortunately, they're with their families right now, so they can't respond to you on that one.
Oh, good job. Yeah.
What are you aiming for, like, just the general, like, where do you want the minimum specs for the game to be?
How do you mean by that? Like the machine requirements?
Yeah. Like, say, what do you want the minimum specs to be? Like, I don't know, a decent quad core and like a 1060 or something.
Yeah, so we haven't really looked at it from that perspective. That's something that's a good question that I might keep in the back of my head now. But what we've largely been doing is just discussing what do we want our technology to be and our technology requirements and how demanding should the technology be. And we are trying to minimize it as much as possible and optimize it as much as possible.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the visuals that you're seeing here on this level are probably a couple steps ahead of the detail that we want in the final game. And by doing that, by reducing the detail of those visual assets, we're going to substantially reduce the size of the file when you download it, for example. And a lot of other things are going to get improved by just reducing the requirements for the visuals, and how that equates to like what the machine specs are and things like that. I don't know off the top of my head. Not even off the top of my head. I can't really contribute to that conversation right now. But we are trying to optimize and minimize in every way that we can, because the more we succeed at optimizing and minimizing, the more we can add to the game over the long haul.
Sorry.
About the servers, are you going to make one single shard, or are you going to make like instantiated servers, as you mentioned previously?
Yeah, that is up in the air. What I want is for us to be able to build something like Spatial OS and have this beautiful single shard world that just goes on and on without taxing, because it's segmented across multiple different servers and pods and stuff. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. But the technology required for that, like, there's a reason Spatial OS charges as much as they do. It's really intense, really good technology. So we want that, but we will probably have to settle for something less, and we haven't fully fleshed out exactly how we're going to approach that. And a lot of it is going to depend on what we find when we get to open up Unreal 5 for ourselves and dig in there. A lot of it's going to be dependent on that.
So you mentioned that you want a lot of your assets and everything to be less detailed than what we see right here. Which that I think that kind of sums up Worlds Adrift's kind of style pretty well too. How similar would you say that you think it might end up being to that kind of almost cartoony, whimsical looking style.
Yeah. Worlds Adrift style was more like 3D RuneScape, right?
Yeah, I guess you
Sometimes.
could say that.
It was, I mean, I guess
Probably.
RuneScape is technically 3D, but it was
So like
like
RS3, the new version. Yeah.
yeah. I would compare it more to, and there are some ways that I'm not taking inspiration from Sea of Thieves. There are ways that I'm not taking inspiration, but visually, I think that you could imagine we're going more in the direction of Sea of Thieves than
So-
literally going in the direction of.
So like kinda cartoony, but still really pretty in terms of lighting and stuff.
Yeah. That stylized approach is
Okay.
kind of the air quotes stylized, to where it's like using more advanced technology that's available to us, but then simultaneously keeping it lower on the polygon count, things like that.
Okay. I know you're probably not like planning this far ahead or like really considering this, but just to be sure the worst case scenario doesn't happen again, if this game does ever have to be shut down, will it go open source or anything?
The code is completely it's not locked into Spatial OS.
Okay.
Right? That's the problem with Worlds Adrift. So I mean, you guys could probably like reverse engineer the zip file that you have there if you guys wanted to. You could, and I mean, I can't promise like, oh, if we don't have any more funding, we're just gonna give you the code for free. Like, I can't promise that.
Yeah.
But we are taking a very community-oriented approach. I mean, by the fact that we're talking right now, I think you can kind of catch that.
Mm-hmm.
So if we pull funding for any reason, like, there will be a conversation had with people who care about the game. We're not just gonna just pull the rug out from under you and say bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably just the one thing that frustrated me the most with Worlds Adrift. Just the fact that it wasn't even possible to play it anymore.
Yep. No, that's not a thing. I would say, like, worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario, we pull funding because there's not enough interest and we're not able to keep paying for all the stuff that we're paying for right now.
Yeah.
Because right now our budget's between, depending on the month and depending on how much we're cramming on it, our budget's between $2,000 and $4,000 a month, and so that's pretty expensive, right? Like that's hard to keep up over time. And so if we find that we start trying to get interest, we haven't started like marketing yet. But if we're like, hey, let's actually start marketing, and just nobody's biting, right? And we sit, we sit down and we have those business conversations, and it's like, nobody wants this game, nobody cares about this. But then there's like 10 of you guys who are like, I do, right? I do. The rest of the world might not. Maybe your guys' marketing or business strategy sucks, but I want to keep playing this game. We do have the ability to just make it an offline mode. Like, right now we've disabled the offline mode, but we have the ability for it to play offline. It is completely possible. And so in that situation, I wouldn't have any problem at all personally with just giving you guys that offline mode and shipping it. Like, hey guys, we're not contributing to this anymore, but here's the offline mode. Like, if for some reason you're like, I love this game, it's like, okay, here's the offline mode, whatever.
Yeah. It would be possible to have like a private server kind of setup sort of thing.
It is designed that way. Yeah, you could deploy this on your own if you wanted to.
Cool.
Do you plan to go full physics like on Worlds Adrift? Most of the assets were physics-based stuff. You could like throw a panel in the face of someone and kill him. Have you tested with a lot of physics objects on your current server, and do you plan to do so?
Yeah, so that's the big problem that I keep spinning around to with UE4 is that all the stuff that we're building on single player that works, like I put a damage dealer onto different objects, and then based on the size of the object, it would have like more impact that would be modified by the velocity, right? To kind of simulate, oh, a bigger object moving faster does more damage. And it was like super fun to do, like, but I could throw it at myself and kill myself, but then we turn it on and replicate it. And it just, UE4's replication just hates physics. And that's why for Rocket League, that's why for Rocket League they just stayed with UE3. They're like, hey, we can't get this. It's a simple game, right? There's one ball and a couple cars, right? But they're like, we can't do this. We can't do this in UE4. And so that's why we've decided to just wait to tackle that stuff. It's like, you know what? Let's just wait to deal with it. We'll cross this bridge when we get to UE5, and we'll start planning around what we're able to do with that technology.
Okay.
Okay, and you mentioned. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Maybe take a look if you haven't at the PDF that I sent you a while ago. It's about that. It might help.
So, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, done.
Oh, sorry, I might have missed the last comment. I was reading. One Face Man has if you spam S in space, you bug back all the time. Is that a thing?
What?
He said that he's like cloned himself.
Yeah, when you back is against a wall.
Yeah, I spawn. There's a bunch of
over here.
Yeah, there's loads of them.
Oh my god!
I thought it was Unite. I thought you were testing the server, but I guess it's just.
It is me. I'm testing.
Yeah, nice, dude.
No. So here in like 5 minutes, I'm gonna tear down and deploy in the U.S. So that way, because I haven't gotten to play yet because it's just been way too. Because my internet's slow at my in-laws. I think I have to do that. So I just haven't been able to play it.
Okay.
So here in like 5-10 minutes, I'm gonna take it all down and then deploy it again.
Cool.
By the way,
Did
if
I
you want
ignore
to try,
something?
you can double jump because grappling reset the jumping counter. The jump flag.
Oh, so it allows double jumping?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I don't know if I hate that.
Because
yeah. I like that.
You put the player in grapple state, and in grapple state you can jump. Something like that. I gotta go. New Year stuff, guys.
Farewell.
Thank you for the good evening, everyone.
All right,
Goodbye.
take care. Bye.
See you soon.
So you snacking over there? Is that Beffert snacking? You eating?
Yeah,
eating
man,
Takis?
just have me a wagon wheel.
Oh yeah, just eating some Takis or something.
Yeah,
maybe
man,
some,
you know,
maybe some fish and chips.
just living my best life over here, you know.
Eating some spotted dick or whatever.
Oh yeah, you know how much I love me some spotted dick, Woodsy.
Yeah, I don't judge you that much.
I definitely said wagon wheel.
I don't know what that is. Sounds like a really bad country song.
Snacking on bad country songs. Country road. Take me home.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this guy has definitely cloned himself a lot more than once. I'm not quite sure how he's done this.
He has opened up another mechanic in the game that we can use, a gameplay loop, if you will.
Sure, Woodsy.
Oh, don't talk down to me from your little pedestal of snootiness.
It's because I'm British.
It's because you're a good streamer, you get all the views. You think that you're just better than everybody.
Not at all, dude. I'm gonna start crying. Don't cry. Don't.
I'm actually surprised. I've been sitting at 4 lurkers for a while. Like, why are you guys here?
Yeah. One of those is me. I'm out.
Oh, damn. Jeez. Are you still streaming?
No, I stopped about an hour ago. My character is currently twerking in game.
You know,
at night, can we
I'm
address
about it. I'm all about it. Twerking robots. I thought I was getting into like a regular experience, but this is dope. I'll take the twerking robots.
So if you press apostrophe.
Oh, that's the thing?
Yeah, and then press tab. You can go into some crazy like spectator mode.
Oh boy. I want to turn my camera upside down. So can I leave spectator mode?
Oh yeah, press tab again.
Oh, that doesn't keep my camera.
Oh no. I'm not quite sure what else it does.
Probably like hacks into the game. I'm trying to explore and figure out what happened to Chives or whatever his name is. And
Connolly.
yeah, I can't figure it out, dude.
I feel like
just
Connolly
not a good
was not a Tenet, and he
No, I
tried.
think it was an android.
Yeah, I think he tried to fit in, but just wasn't cutting it.
And then one of the humans was a salty boy, and he started harassing him.
About his building placement and the fact that girders don't line up and stuff.
Yeah, and then I saw some notes saying that he was coming for him, like he wanted to do harm. What a terrible person.
In one of the houses in that first village, it says this is where Connolly would have slept.
Oh, so he must have died.
Something, yeah, either died or got banished or something. We're like the worst detectives in the world.
I'd say.
Did y'all get all the clues from up on the lighthouse?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think so.
Oh, there's just 2.
Okay, yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I think I got them both up there.
I can't remember what they said. Oof. So,
I mean, do you feel like sharing what happened to Connolly?
is this going to be a...
Debug mode allows you to see like little labels above people's heads.
Yeah, I got that.
Distance.
Yeah.
Just look at Woodsie's label that says loser.
I think it's the same face as in the email, the little green one.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
That's so cute.
That's so cute. Oh my god.
Wow. Oh, I just got kicked off again. No.
Get good, kid. Get good.
Wait, so what's the overall feel you're aiming for with like the movement?
Give me some options to
Titanfall 2.
Yeah, say like I don't know,
Rayman Legends.
on a scale of like Quake but with grapple hooks to Worlds Adrift but slower. Where do you want the like movement to be?
Where would you say it is right now?
Worlds Adrift but slower. That's
Minecraft.
just because the grapple hooks are just kind of buggy.
They're very buggy.
I'd say
Yeah.
it feels like Sea of Thieves, to be honest. Like if Sea of Thieves had a third-person mode, this is what.
I haven't played Sea of Thieves, although I've seen gameplay. Yeah, because I really like fast-paced movement, but it also works horribly in multiplayer. Or PvP, I mean. Because I've played Warframe PvP, and that sucks.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I think that like Sea of Thieves always felt puffy to me.
Puffy.
Like, yeah, like blocky and kind of awkward. Like, I don't know. I really feel like, you know, I'm not trying to relate everything to Worlds Adrift, but I think that the movement they had was pretty perfect. You could just kind of like the fact that you could you know you run and then like do a roll into a jump into a grapple, and you know like it felt pretty good.
Yeah.
And another game that tried to add kind of a grapple system was Last Oasis. I don't know if you've played that.
I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen
Yeah.
anything about it.
It's the grapple system is kind of it's pretty weak. Yo,
Yeah.
I found a light coming out of a building. What is this?
Yeah, I found that earlier. Not quite sure what that is.
Oh, okay, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So like, it was. They obviously didn't put nearly enough work into their grapple system to make it feel good, but like, it just doesn't feel good. It just needs to be. I don't know. It needs to be intuitive and responsive.
Like if you point and click to go somewhere, like expect to go there.
Right. Yeah. Like that's something I've really felt great about Worlds Adrift is that when I was falling and potentially about to die, if I grappled to like a branch on a tree,
Yeah.
it would grab that little branch on the tree, and I would.
Like you could really kind of plan out what you're going to do, and it'd work quite nicely.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, because like you need to have it slow enough to the point where people can actually hit each other, but not like slow enough to the point where it just feels slow, you know?
Well, that's if it's in like a PvP environment. If it was PvE, then fast pace might be good because you want to be evasive and get around quickly. So it's trying to find a balance between the two, which is always hard.
And what could always be done, but would kind of suck, is you could just have a PvP mode and a PvE mode for the movement.
No.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea. That's
Yeah.
where Worlds of Drift went wrong, really, by separating the two game modes. Essentially, they didn't change the mechanics, which I think that changing the core mechanics based on PvE and PvP would cause more trouble than it's worth, personally. But to separate them, I really think that you would end up making, thinning out your resources too much.
Yeah.
With whatever servers you're using, with the community that you're trying to appease.
May I suggest next time for these testing, please do a torrent?
You what?
A torrent. It's faster to download.
I don't know.
I mean, it was decently quick for me, the download.
Yeah, mine was okay.
2 gigabytes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Pokey Gamer appear at all? Yeah, or not?
I believe he left.
Ah.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming the game is just eventually going to be released on Steam or something.
I want Sacred Tenet mobile.
Okay. I mean, it's probably possible. I mean,
So what's giving you the idea to start this game?
I mean, if Genshin Impact can run, you can probably get a simplified version of Sacred Tenet to run.
So,
albeit that would completely destroy battery life and would kind of suck on touch controls.
No, I probably wouldn't play it, but I would appreciate that it's there.
Yeah.
Hey, you should build this. I won't play it.
Yeah. Other people would love to have this, I'm sure.
Question: Have you run into an issue with Bossa yet?
With what?
With Bossa, they're not going to be happy about this,
No. So we've been very, very diligent about any potential copyright laws. So the only thing that Bossa could be upset with us about is poaching their fan base, but
they fucking gave up on their game.
They poach their own fan base.
So there's not actually laws around that. If they owned Reddit, then they might be able to be like, "Hey, take down that post." But that's the most questionable thing that we've done.
Okay.
Any issues with Void's Drift yet, or not?
We
Isn't that
stole
not a
their
thing?
concept artist.
Wait, what?
No, that does not leave this channel, y'all. I will hunt down. I'm screenshotting who is when I said that.
I've been recording for like an hour now, so.
Oh shit!
I do think that
Cats out the bag, mate. Cats out the bag.
most people know that it's not really a legitimate thing at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just at this point they've just nicked money from people and just said, "Nope, we're not doing it anymore."
Yeah. So the difficult thing
They
is,
actually say that?
are we on stream, guys? Are we on stream?
I am streaming. I got a
Can
few
we go off
lurkers.
stream?
We could talk off stream sometime.
Okay, we will.
Yeah, I don't have anybody really watching anyway, as far as I know.
Yeah.
But
So, question
I mean,
on the
I'm
data
not-
collection
I'm not-
thing, though. How come we need to know our nationalities?
I don't need to know anything.
it's just
the data
metadata.
Ah.
Yeah, I have one viewer.
Oh, is that just to figure out
Oh,
what
hey, viewer.
players are joining?
What?
Or interested? Oh, go you.
Yeah. So the self-identification survey. That's what you're asking about, right?
Yeah, I've done that already.
Yeah. So that's just it's just really to help us with understanding our audience, like who's showing up for this. So that way, over time, if that changes, I mean, there's just a lot of different things that, and frankly, when we get better at marketing, for example. There's all sorts of data that we could use that for. But one thing that we had a conversation with, and there's a couple of us that had a conversation around collecting data off our website when people are going on there to get more information and to do downloads and things like that. And we decided not to do cookies. So we're not grabbing your location data off of the website. So instead, we're just asking you to willingly give it to us.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm fine with that if I know what exactly I'm giving you.
Yeah, and I'm assuming it was mostly, like, say, early mid-20 males.
It was 2/3 male.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean most male, but not
Wait,
entirely
there
male.
was a choice for gender?
No, not necessarily. There wasn't.
I'm surprised you've only got Anne here. One of the main World's Drift community figures.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, she brought a few people from our server too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It seems
Yeah.
everyone's coming back together.
Yeah, I wasn't
And
really...
fuck off, space engineers! Get out of my bottom corner. I don't want to know your past 7 years.
I wasn't really a huge part, or like really involved in Worlds Adrift.
Sorry.
I wish I was more, now that it's gone, but yeah.
We all wish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I
was
pulled.
fun.
I was the man that. Sorry.
It was fun when I was playing it though.
I'm
Yeah, it was brilliant.
I'm actually the man that attempted to raid Anne's shop ship.
Shop ship.
You attempted to raid her, or like to pirate her?
Yeah.
Well,
Me and the
that's a
crew
big move.
of two. Me and Warbever. You might know them.
No, everybody knows you're not supposed
I'm
to
the-
do that.
Yeah. Well, we were just bored as hell. I'm the same. Right that?
Yeah, the jumping is kind of broken here.
Once I get you over onto the US server here in a few minutes, then your jumping should be way better.
Okay.
So let me get the thing installed.
Is this broken? Oh, there's a repeating texture here. Do you want me to post it, or?
Blame Conley. He was the one that was setting up the GCPL event.
Okay. Yeah, I'll post the screenshot real quick. Where?
So was Conley a dev that just did a really bad job?
Oh man. Before we get offline, I might speak more into that. Maybe I'll do a video or something. Well, I'm trying to find actually like set up the story in a way that's more cohesive, because in here I just had the story nodes and then they weren't even all visible, which pissed me off when it finally deployed and I like the final one with the built-in lighting, because we did that last because it takes like forever. But I realized that everything I had done, all the text was popping up black, and it was supposed to be white with like a shadow around it.
Oh,
So it's like nobody's gonna get 100% of these. There's 25 story nodes. If anybody can count that you got 25, then you win.
Got a question about.
I got 25.
Wow, what a legend!
Nice.
What's
Nailed it.
possible currently in the demo?
Just have a jolly old time. Have a jump, sort of a swing, bit of
I
grapple.
think it's more than Void's Drift.
I will be back in like 5 minutes at most. I gotta go grab dinner.
Alright, dude.
I haven't really been following Voids lately, but from what I last heard, like they just pushed back the tech demo over and over, and it just there's no evidence that there's actually anything being worked on really.
You know what they would do? They just pull No Man's Sky on us, won't they?
Well, no. Well, at least No Man's Sky had a product.
At least No Man's Sky exists. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like they had a bad release, yeah, but it is a great game, and it actually won a game award this year. It did.
Right, of course, but Voids Adrift doesn't have anything. The only thing that Zabby has shown, from what I could tell, are concept art and photoshopped in-engine screenshots.
Hmm.
Do you all remember that whole situation with Diablo Fox?
No.
Well, it's apparently the guy apparently hacked into the boss servers and managed to run a version of World's Drift. It's all bullshit.
Right.
So I'm gonna go anyway. See.
Okay, that was interesting.
I was listening to that entire conversation and I don't know what happened.
You all heard that other guy that was just here, right? That wasn't just my mind.
I feel like I don't know. That's usually the response I get when I piss somebody off. I'm not sure. Was it something I said?
I mean, you do it so naturally, Woodsy. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, really. I think it's safe to assume that it is my fault. I'm
Agreed.
Oh man, do we have anybody streaming anymore?
I'm not streaming, no.
I turned my stream off. I want to know what I want to know the beef.
I need to know about comedy.
Yeah,
I think he was a dev, and he's not anymore. And he did a really bad job and set everyone back a long way.
And the fact that they have Voice of Drift's artists, like concept artists now, which that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I think Cronley was a rogue dev. Because there's a lot of the lore things around the map that are like basically just slating him. Just like, Cronley, these houses don't even line up. What are you doing?
Thing.
Or it's like extremely meta, and they are talking about an AI or someone in the game who put the houses in wrong when it was actually a human, but they make it seem like it was a character.
I think that's a conspiracy.
I'm gonna start a subreddit. Oh man, I ran out of wagon wheels.
Oh man,
I
wow.
returned with pizza.
Hey, has it got pineapple on it? If so, that's totally chill.
No, it's just pepperoni.
I'm a pepperoni boy.
Yo, have you examined this tree next to the spawn area?
Oh, hang on, I just logged out.
Yeah, same. So it seems like Cronley was someone or something who was supposed to build things, and he was practicing all around this area, and then people were criticizing him.
Oh, I think Knight's switching over to the American one now. Yeah, he's switching over to the American one, I believe.
Oh yeah, it looks like you're not gonna be able to play Beffert. Sorry, dude.
Well, you just played on the Europe one, so what's your beef, bro?
Actually, did you guys get kicked off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just sent me right back to the startup screen. Like the credits.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right. Yeah, just hold on to your these nuts for a bit. And
I've been holding these nuts, bro.
Oh man.
All night long.
Yeah, I've been holding these nuts as well.
My nuts?
You what?
Man, being an amputee is hard.
What? What is going on? I'm done with this.
I'm done.
I'm eating some Christmas cookies.
Hey Woodsy, have you heard of a streamer called The Man Eating Sock?
You say a she-male?
No.
How in depth is the combat gonna be? Like, is it gonna be kind of like Worlds Adrift, where you pretty much just have a pistol and some cannons, or more like an actual like shooter or whatever?
not more like a shooter.
Okay.
Nice.
The precise direction is not confirmed. We are again a lot of our decisions are dependent on what is happening with UE5 because we haven't got in there yet, right?
Yeah.
We can just see preview. It's so much that it's just like we're just limited on what we're going to be able to do when we have our hands on that. But the way that it's looking is like we're going to be able to get pretty close to Worlds Adrift if we want to. And any differences will be stylistic decisions, not limited based on technology. The only thing that I'm anticipating will be limited based on technology as far as I can anticipate, would be the server allocation, like how we're handling the multiplayer, player count, that kind of stuff. That will be limited by technology, and we have yet to see exactly how. But I don't anticipate other things causing any limitations. So any differences would just be stylistic.
Okay, because just having the one handheld weapon kind of just makes it very repetitive, I think.
I think that yeah, the Worlds Adrift combat model could have done with a melee of some sort.
Or maybe
Yeah,
a few
it
other
wasn't
gun
really that good.
choices, maybe.
But I think that the focus is more to sort of like use your grapple hook, use your salvage tool, get on someone's ship, and just destroy their ship with that tool, rather than attacking people with a gun.
Yeah.
I feel like the gun was a little bit kind of last minute, rushed, forced in.
Yeah.
And I mean, it worked, but it wasn't that great.
For actual island combat, that was pretty fun. Although I did die a lot. But yeah.
Swinging around and shooting people was so dope, though.
Knight, we spoke a lot about like the on the ground stuff, but have you got anything regarding like ships flying combat?
Yeah, so that I'm hoping in our next seasonal demo that we do. So anybody who's subscribed like Woodsy will get a lot more updates than we're doing. But come 3 months from now, I'm hoping to have a lot more details around the ship logic to be able to show you guys. That's the hope at least.
I'll sell the updates for $3.50 if you want to subscribe to my Patreon.
You're out, Woodsy. You're out.
It's funny, earlier on night you said that there was a like a quite a private Discord chat for Patreons, and Woodsy was like, "Yep, that's all me."
I'll probably subscribe anyway, but just asking, how like dependent are you on like how much money you get from Patreon as of now?
We're not dependent, but this is independently funded. So at some
any extra
point,
money helps, I'm assuming.
yeah. Well, any extra money helps, yeah. And when you see us start doing a big marketing push, I'm gonna be like side eyeing our internal community, the people who have been around. I'm gonna be like side eyeing you guys, like, hey, if you actually like the game, I need you to actually get it out there and get some shares, because when we start that big marketing push, we are going to be looking to get funding from it.
Okay.
But that's not going to be yet. That's not on the near horizon. So right now, the stuff that we're sharing is just for you guys to enjoy, and the threshold that we're creating on Patreon is really just kind of a commitment level thing. That's the way that I'm looking at it. Like we're not dependent on funding. We're not about to have any funding pulled. But at the same time, like we want to reward people who are more interested, more committed, and want to show with, I mean, I know that $1 means something different to different people, so we're trying to keep it pretty low. But like if you're willing to put up $5 to say like, hey, I'm actually committed. I'm not just checking the Discord, every now and then, like I'm actually committed to this, then we're going to be a lot more willing to share things with you that we might not be sharing with the rest of the community.
Yeah, because I definitely want to see more games like this actually exist. So whatever I can do to help it exist, I would probably do that.
Yeah. No, it's definitely appreciated. There are a few promises that we've made on the Patreon, and I intend to follow through with those. But a few of the higher tier ones are a little bit more bigger. We've made bigger promises for the bigger dollar amounts on there. But the only thing that I can like totally promise for the like $5 level is like we will tell you when things are happening, and we'll promise that at least once a month you can try a multiplayer test. Those are the promises for that $5 tier.
Okay.
As much as I want to see plenty of patrons, I've also kind of enjoyed having the room to myself.
Yeah. Once more people start showing up, Woodsy's gonna be like, I guess I'll go to the $15 room.
I see what you're doing.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm gonna do it just so Woodsy feels uncomfortable.
No, man, I can't escape this.
That's my drive. That's my motivation.
Every time I hear that weird voice.
Yeah, I'll probably sign up for the $5 tier. So, yeah.
Yeah, Bedford said he was going to do that like 3 weeks ago, but you know, here we are.
Is the US server up, or?
You know, I've been sitting here running my mouth the whole time, so maybe I should actually just finish doing that.
Shut up, Woodsy.
I bet. I just want to say, I was the first person to find the underground like city, which
I was
is
the
really
first person
cool.
to die. What are you flexing about?
Oh, you're right though.
Oh, you're right. You're right though. I'll be quiet. My bad.
All right, Woodsy, you get a free promotion to Echo from Beyond.
Wait, which one's that?
Just whoever founds it first gets to get the first patron level for free.
Oh wow, no way.
Is that the one he already pays for?
Yeah, I'm just messing with it.
That's
Wow.
huge, bro. What a movement.
Man, but now it's like even better somehow.
You have 2.
I have 2 of them. Twice of the same benefits.
Yay, it's not just Woodsy anymore.
Oh man. Bye.
Yes.
Did you click the link to add yourself to the? Yeah, you did.
And now you can see all the conversations we've been having and the wonderful ideas that I've provided.
How in-depth is their customization gonna be?
UE5 has an insane amount of customization that comes packed in.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is that in UE5, just by us loading a character in, we can kind of like segment different things and just be like, okay, here's the arm and the head and the body and stuff like that. And then we can just put like a bunch of materials out there. Be like, okay, here's the materials that are compatible with the person, and then here's the body that they're chopped up into. And then you can just like we can expose that logic, just kind of attach them to buttons. And you can just sit there and be like flipping through all of them in a hurry. So it's really easy. Like this stuff's already there in UE4, kind of. It's kind of there, but UE5 they're like baking it in at its core to make all of that customization. The only reason I know about it is because, like I told you, we've got a little bit of an insight from the Rocket League team, and their new vehicles that they're rolling out all of them are getting rebuilt in UE5. And there's just an insane amount of customization that they're able to do with that, and it's beautiful. It's amazing. So I am really excited about that. If it works the way as it's being advertised, I'm really excited about it.
I play Rocket League, so that's interesting to know.
Because the Android models do seem very like meant for character customization.
My biggest like I guess oh dang. My biggest like I don't know about expectation or whatever, but like finding cosmetics out in the world and things like that. That's a real like or like earning them doing specific things. Like that's a big thing as far as progression and incentive in gameplay.
Yeah, definitely does work well in like No Man's Sky and stuff like that. Where you get to say night.
In this demo, we almost one of the guys was just like because he said yes to me. He's like, yeah, I'll do that, and then he comes back and he's like, never mind, it was too much logic. We almost had a field for you to drop in a like a code, and what we were gonna do was anybody who's a Patreon was gonna get a code for a skin, and obviously there's not a lot of you guys there, but we have like almost all the logic in there. And what I was gonna do is I was gonna take one that it's this skin that we have for the Android that is effectively a globe, and the clouds move around on it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
So it's
nice.
like it's super cool looking, but it's totally different from the other one. Like the other models have like the blue lines on the back of the leg and all that stuff. No, it's just straight up all of it is globe with little moving clouds and continents and stuff. I was like, oh, I love this, but it doesn't fit with the other one, so we didn't add it to the main list. I was gonna do it as like a Patreon bonus, but that didn't happen.
That would have been
Yeah,
so
really
good.
nice to have like an exclusive Patreon skin. That'd be cool.
I would literally be the only one. That would be the greatest moment of my life.
It did almost happen. It almost happened. Alright guys, I'm just updating the game server list right now, and then it'll be back up. Sorry that went down for so long.
That's fine.
It was my fault. It was 1,000. It wasn't even like a technology problem. I was supposed to spin up US first and then take down the old one, and I did the command that is like, hey, I only want one cluster up. And so it's like, okay, first I need to destroy the other one, and I'm like, I'm watching it happen, and I'm just like, no. That's what happened.
That's okay. I play Star Citizen. I'm used to crashes and server issues. Happens all the time.
Yeah. Well, also our super engineer is gonna be real pissed at me because I just deleted all of the data from today.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, he's not gonna be happy. He's gonna log in the morning and he's like, hey, you know that thing that I asked you not to do and you said you weren't gonna do?
Oh no!
You're an imbecile. That's what's gonna happen. He's just gonna be like, you're an imbecile. Why did that happen?
Oh no!
Are you Cronley?
A few weeks ago, I accidentally deleted 2 years worth of screenshots. So.
That's terrible.
All right, somebody tell me if you're able to see the game server list, please.
I am refreshing right now. Hasn't showed up yet.
Well, that's a load of bonkers.
Should I try restarting it?
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Let me see if I'm just gonna reinstall Windows. Maybe I'll fix it.
I'm just gonna delete my System 32 real quick. I heard the System 33 came out last night. I'm gonna check that out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I haven't. Oh, I see a server. It works.
Okay,
Right.
once anybody gets in that server, I need to go keep my wife from murdering me.
All
Teach
right.
me.
Yeah. How do I speak to Wayman?
Yeah, no, so this
Now-
whole thing, I think I was telling the guys before we were streaming, the last demo when I made like the video announcement, I set that deadline for myself, same as I set this deadline, because I was like, this deadline I was like, hey, a lot of people are stuck inside because of coronavirus, people aren't able to socialize and see their friends on New Year's Eve, I want to have something for people to have as an option.
Nice.
Even if it's only a few people, like I want to have an option for some people to celebrate. And everybody's just like, really, do you want to do it in the holidays? I'm like, yeah, it'll be a good way to serve the community, right? And, like, I kept saying this, and they're all like, there's other ways to get support. And I'm like, come on, guys, you're fine, I'm paying you. So we did it, but the same thing happened. So full story. Same thing happened this last when I was doing the announcement. I set the announcement for December 1st because I said, I told people I'm going to make an announcement in December, and I don't want a single day of December for them to pass and them to wonder, is it going to come? I don't want them to even ask that question. So on day one, I'm going to get that announcement out. Well, right before Thanksgiving, I get told from my day job, you have to do this big demo for a bunch of bank execs, and you have to like hand create a bunch of stuff for it, and also we cut multiple people off the team recently because they upset these bank execs, so do it well. And so I'm just like, okay, I set this deadline for myself, and then you guys come out of nowhere with this other bigger deadline for me, and they're both on exactly the same day. So that demo was on 11 a.m. Was at 11 a.m. I'm supposed to be bank exec demoing, and at noon, I had committed in my heart and soul. I'd committed to doing that announcement video releasement at noon on that day, on the 1st. So the weekend before, including like Thanksgiving Day, I'm cramming all of this stuff for the day job, so it'll all be ready. And then the night before the announcement video, I'm standing out in my wood shop on my workbench, just like, I don't know, man. There's a game. I hope
It's
you
gonna come
like
out
it.
soon.
Oh my god.
If you go back and rewatch that, there's like these giant bags under my eyes. I'm just like barely even talking to the camera. It's because it was just like the stupidest 2 weeks. Well, this time it was the same thing. Everybody's like, hey, you probably shouldn't do that around the holidays. Well, my wife's trying to get us to like house shop while we're here in town. We're in Texas. And so we're like house shopping and spending time with the family and trying to get the multiplayer infrastructure working and trying to finish the game code and trying to get story content and level content built just for this event. And it's like all this stuff at once. And so like, it's, yeah, my wife's like, hey, you need to stop and come spend time with the family. Right, yeah, that. The family. Forgot about that.
Yeah, no, take a break. Jeez, you worked too hard.
Yep. It's about to happen right now. Did y'all get in? We're good on it being online?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Now, Pepper, are your jumps broken and everybody else is working?
No, mine seem okay.
Yeah, I'm working.
I mean, I can jump if that's what you mean.
Yeah, it definitely seems more consistent.
Awesome. Good to hear. All right, guys, I'm gonna pop off here. I always keep an eye on the chat, even if I don't respond. So feel free to be.
All right, nice one, night. Happy New Year, my friend.
Yep. Happy New Year. Take care, guys.
The Bug Reports channel, is that gonna be opened?
It's broken.
Okay.
There's like I add all these bots, and here, let me see if I can do a. Let me see if I can like drag that over to general. Bug reports. Actually, oh wait, I can. That's pretty easy. Let's see permissions. Somebody try typing in there real quick.
Bug reports.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
All right. There you go. Per your request.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers, gentlemen.
Farewell.
Take care, man.
Okay.
Well, now I'm just gonna have to wonder about Cronley for the next, 3 months.
Yeah, he didn't tell us.
No. Oh,
I need closure. I'm not sleeping.
I'm not sleeping. I guess you just have to subscribe to the Patreon.
I did, Woodsy.
Yeah, upgrade your subscription. That's the only way you're gonna know.
Upgrade your subscription.
Ooh, damn. Alright, jeez. Now every time I post a comment in the channel, you're gonna say something stupid like, shut up, Woodsy.
Do me a favor, just write something in that chat, Woods.
No.
Got him.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off here in a second. I've done.
Yeah, so am I. It's like 20 minutes left of the new year. I should probably go and socialise a little bit.
Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah. But I just love dancing while walking. It's such a great combination.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, it was good hanging out. I'll catch you guys.
Yeah, for real. You guys take care.
Toodaloo.
Aww.
Okay, I guess the stream is just gonna end. I leave.